In Islam, parents are considered to be among the most important people in a person's life, and their rights are emphasized in the Quran. The Quran teaches that parents have a great deal of influence over their children, and that children have a responsibility to treat their parents with kindness, respect, and obedience. Punishment for disobedience. The Quran and Hadith emphasize the importance of treating parents with kindness and respect. Disobedience to parents is considered a major sin in Islam, and we have enjoined on man to be good and dutiful to his parents. But if they strive to make you join in worship with me things of which you have no knowledge, then obey them not. Quran 29-8. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The greatest of the great sins are to join others in worship with Allah, to be undutiful to one's parents, and to kill a person." Al-Bukhari and Muslim. Quranic verses on the rights of parents. 1. And your Lord has decreed that you worship none but Him, and that you be dutiful to your parents. If one of them or both of them attain old age in your life, say not to them a word of disrespect, nor shout at them, but address them in terms of honor. Quran 17:23-24. 2. And we have enjoined on man to be good and dutiful to his parents. Quran 29-8. 3. And we have enjoined on man to be good and dutiful to his parents. His mother bore him in weakness and hardship upon weakness and hardship, and his weaning is in 2 years. Give thanks to me and to your parents. Unto me is the final destination. Quran 31-14. Rights of parents in Islam. 1. Obedience. Children are obligated to obey their parents as long as they do not command them to do something that is forbidden in Islam. 1. Respect. Children are commanded to treat their parents with respect and kindness, and to speak to them in a gentle and humble manner. 1. Care and support. Children are responsible for caring for their parents, especially in their old age. This includes providing for their physical and financial needs. 1. Gratitude. Children are commanded to be grateful to their parents and to acknowledge the sacrifices that they have made for them. 1. Praying for them. Children are encouraged to pray for their parents and to ask Allah to forgive them and have mercy on them. Conclusion? In conclusion, the Quran emphasizes the importance of treating parents with kindness, respect, and obedience. Children have a responsibility to care for their parents, provide for their needs, and be grateful for the sacrifices that they have made. By fulfilling these responsibilities, children can earn the pleasure of Allah and ensure a good relationship with their parents. Here are the views and quotations of top 20 philosophers on the topic of the rights of parents. Aristotle. The virtues of parents are a model for their children, and the vices of parents are a warning to their children. Nicomachean Ethics, Book 10, Chapter 9. Plato. Parents are the authors of their children's existence, and they have a right to expect obedience and respect from them. The Republic, Book 5, for 60c. Immanuel Kant. Parents have a moral obligation to care for their children and to provide for their education and well-being. Grounding for the Metaphysics of Morals, Section 2. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. The first and most important of all the rights of parents is the right to educate their children. Emile, Book 1, John Locke. Parents have a natural right to educate their children and to provide for their well-being. Second Treatise of Government, Chapter 6, Section 55, 1 Thomas Hobbes. The right of parents to educate their children is a fundamental right without which the very existence of society would be impossible. Leviathan, Part 2, Chapter 20, Martin Heidegger. The relationship between parents and children is one of the most fundamental and essential relationships in human existence. Being and Time, Section 25. Friedrich Nietzsche. The rights of parents are not based on any moral or legal principle, but on the fact that they are the strongest and most powerful members of the family. Thus spoke Zarathustra, Part 2, Chapter 12, Socrates. The unexamined life is not worth living, and the same is true of the unexamined relationship between parents and children. The Apology, 38a. Epicurus. The greatest happiness of parents is to see their children happy and flourishing. Letter to Menicius. Confucius, when it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. Parents should adjust their expectations and actions to meet the needs of their children. Analects 4.11. Simone de Beauvoir. The relationship between parents and children is one of the most fundamental and essential relationships in human existence, and it is also one of the most ambiguous and conflicted. The Ethics of Ambiguity, Jean-Paul Sartre. Parents have a responsibility to provide for the physical and emotional needs of their children, but they also have a responsibility to respect their children's freedom and autonomy. Existentialism is a humanism, Gabriel Marcel. The relationship between parents and children is a mystery that cannot be fully understood or explained, but it is a mystery that is at the heart of human existence. The mystery of being. Emmanuel Levinas. The rights of parents are not based on any moral or legal principle, but on the fact that they are responsible for the well-being and flourishing of their children. Totality and Infinity, please don't forget to subscribe, like, press bell and sharing this video.